Welcome back. You're watching Live from Paris on France 24. James Creedon's here for tonight's Media Watch. Good evening to James.
Good evening, Laura.
Now, no surprises, everybody's talking about that debate last night. It went on for a whopping 3 hours. Nicolas Sarkozy and François Hollande really going at it.
No toilet break, no coffee, no water. I just
Not
wonder
a sip
how...
of water, was there? Good
well,
point.
I didn't see any glasses of water on set, so I'm
Goodness
just
me.
wondering how they managed.
We're probably not allowed to see them drinking water.
Caffeine
but
tablets.
It's very strict how these things are done in France, isn't it? And there you had two moderators sitting there like well-behaved school children, not interrupting and not telling them what
Counting
to do.
the time. Counting the time.
Two of France's biggest named journalists, wasn't they? Laurence Ferrari and David Pujadas, and they were sitting side by side.
It would be like if for Media Watch, Laura, you were saying, all right, 1 minute, so on to the next question. And 2 minutes on to the next question. I mean, they were reduced as some articles. Let's take a look at this piece here on the Nouvel Observateur, saying that in many ways their role was about as broad as a referee for timekeeping. That's about as much as they did. Now, a lot of people who were looking, especially foreigners, were sort of shocked at how little they intervened, especially in terms of fact-checking, because facts and figures were flying around the set all evening.
Why didn't they have a big list of all the numbers that they could have gone, oh, excuse me, actually, you're wrong there.
I think they did a little bit, but it's a very strictly sort of choreographed thing. And I think it's not so much that they can't intervene, it's just that protocol has it, or tradition dictates that they don't.
Wasn't it?
It was a little bit uncomfortable. So just to take a look at some of what they're saying online about that, they're saying really what you saw on social media was, for example, here on the website OVNI, OWNI, in conjunction with eTélé, they had a fact-checking exercise. Now that was also online, le véritomètre, the real-ometer or the true-ometer.
So they were doing their job for them, really, weren't
That's right. So for every fact that came out on set, online, on this website or on Twitter, you could check whether or not it was true. So you had journalists trawling through those facts and figures to see how accurate they were. What were Laurence Ferrari and David Pujadas doing, just sitting there with their arms crossed?
Enjoying the match.
So in many ways, it shows that certainly the format for this debate, very stiff, very old-fashioned, very dusty. It shows that that it's just outdated, really. I like that
you had one tweet last night, didn't you? And someone was saying, "Where's Jeremy Paxman when you need him?"
This is it. You need somebody who'll get in there and interrupt and say, "But that's not correct, Mr. President," or "That's not correct, Mr. Hollande."
This has got to be my personal most annoying moment of the debate. Near the end, François Hollande said, I think it was 16 times, moi président. He was asked, wasn't he, what kind of president would you be if you win?
Right.
And he began a whole load of sentences. Well, I'll let you tell it. Go on.
That's right. He just said, I, as president, would not do this, would not do that, would not do the other. And it was very stylized, clearly prepared, even though this morning on radio interviews he was saying, no, it was totally natural. I didn't prepare that at all. Now, let's take a listen.
Into a trance or something, I don't know.
Now, let's take a listen to what I inevitably knew would happen when I saw this yesterday. Yes. It would become a viral video. And he knew that too. That's why he stylized it as such. He knew that it would become something very sound-biteable and even perhaps a little piece of music. Let's take a listen to what some DJs have done with it.
François Hollande, quel président comptez-vous être?
Moi, président de la République, je ne traiterai pas mon Premier ministre de collaborateur. Moi, président de la République, je ne participerai pas à des collectes de fonds pour mon propre compte dans un hôtel parisien. Moi, président de la République, je ferai fonctionner la justice de manière indépendante. Je ne nommerai pas les membres du parquet, alors que l'avis du Conseil supérieur de la magistrature n'a pas été dans ce sens. Moi, président de la République, je n'aurai pas la prétention de nommer les directeurs des chaînes de télévision publiques.
Well, the lyrics aren't particularly catchy, are they?
No, but you could dance away to it. And you know who was dancing away to it?
Nicolas Sarkozy?
No, not Nicola. He was a bit like, no, I don't like that song. Valerie Trierweiler, his partner, tweeted that particular piece of remixed music by the DJ.
She liked it.
Soprano, that's right. And worth pointing out that it was done with several other pieces of music as well, including Daft Punk, which I thought was very well done.
Let's talk about Nicolas Sarkozy because, as expected, he was pretty aggressive during the debate, wasn't he? A lot of finger jabbing, a lot of looking at the presenter and then giving François Hollande kind of a penetrating stare. And a lot's been said about his style today, hasn't it?
It has indeed. And some people actually saying that he got very angry with François Hollande because there were so many moments where François Hollande interrupted him and went into attack mode. And Nicolas Sarkozy, who is known to have a pretty hot temper at times, actually did a good job at keeping his cool, some people said, even though there was this infamous moment which was picked up by the foreign media where he called François Hollande a little slanderer, a petit, what was it again? again.
What's the word? Someone tell us.
Oh God,
French isn't
I've
good
been saying it
enough.
all evening and I can't even remember it now.
Paul Emile,
It
how
was
do you say
a
slanderer
petit
in
calomniateur, and a lot of people apparently were checking that
Thanks,
online,
Paul.
saying, "Is that a real word?" So he got very, very angry indeed.
Say the word again for us.
Petit calomniateur.
Calomniateur.
You calumniator, you little
Calumniator.
little
I like
slanderer,
calumny,
you
calumny,
little
I see.
slanderer. It got very, very nasty. So
Did it get
that
nasty?
became
Is that
headline.
the nastiest insult of the night, do you think?
I think it was probably the most irate moment, certainly, and it was picked up by a lot of the media overseas. Now, I'm not sure if we've time just to
Yeah, come
quickly
on.
play one of Nicolas Sarkozy's techniques in the debate, asking questions of his
Let's have a
opponent.
look.
Combien de personnes touchent le SMIC? Pourquoi l'Allemagne fait mieux que nous? L'Allemagne a-t-elle fait les 35 heures? Que dit le rapport de la Cour des comptes? Je répète une question. Est-il vraiment le moment de vouloir démanteler l'industrie nucléaire? C'est-à-dire, ça va fonctionner comment, cette affaire?
So that's a Sarkozy technique. Pepper his opponent with questions, and we'll take a look at that, and also some polls. That we have some poll
Yeah.
results. Who was better according
Has
to
it
the public?
made any difference to voting intentions? All of that we're going to talk about in Campaign Chronicles.
In about
James
20
Creedon
minutes,
will
15
be there.
minutes.
That's
Yes.
absolutely right. Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
James.